Hello, everyone. Just quickly scrambling to finish everything up here, but we're going to promise to have another exciting game from the Disco World Cup. Round two this time. We have Philippines playing Crab, Purple Potato, versus England with the Crane Clan and Hammertron. Um, I will, first break of the action, I'll pop over and take a look at the deck lists for these. I did a quick peek before. Crane's got some interesting stuff in there. Crap, it's pretty standard. Yakimo is not the most popular in the 4 slot, but he does make his appearance often. It's kind of a tough slot to get into. Witch Hunter, Suichi, Kudaka all have a place. Satoshi obviously is rock solid, cemented in his 4 slot slate, so it's a very contested slot. So we see Crab open up for 3-Fit Yakimo, so he's planning to have him stick around for a while. Obviously, if they keep bidding 5, he's going to be turned on. Crane has no Shigenja. I'm not entirely sure if they even run Cloud the Mind, so he could be he could definitely be active for a while, and he can be very annoying. His ability is conditional, but very good. So Hammertron passes. Crane England passes their opportunity, which makes sense. He wants to be able to activate the Brash Samurai to voice any assassinations that come in. Since it's such a good character, you want to be able to assassinate before it can honor itself. Purple Potato looks like he's considering a conflict often, especially with the Crab. No, he's chosen as well. That doesn't surprise me. I wouldn't surprise me to see this entire conflict round passed, because Crane row is brutal, and the Brash doesn't want to get assassinated, and he'll win favor if he's an attack. So I'm not entirely sure we'll have a conflict this first round, but which will give a ton of fate going into second round for Crane, but a pretty good character for Crab. So kind of a bit of a wash. Crane will have favor, which is definitely something they want. Okay, well, while we're doing a lot of passing, let's pop over to the deck list. Well, I'm not sure I have any viewers yet, so we can wait on the deck lists. Such as it is, it's not the best time in during the day, but I'm happy to be watching. If there are viewers, and just to check my audios, etc., let me know. I'll probably ask again later. I'm always paranoid about these things. Yeah, we had a straight up pass all the way through. And the favor goes to Crane. I mean, that's, Alpha Bar has changed quite a bit since core days when it was a lot more aggressive in general. Here, I mean, tacking into the promise rows of most clans nowadays is rough turn 1, and you need some incentive and lower risk, which I don't think was there for either Crane or Crab. So, okay, so we get the Uji, which is very nice with 15 cards. I'm sure he's got, after he draws 5, he'll probably have 15 cards to honor him somehow. And he's got a ton of fate, so you could even Uji and buy into a lot of artisans. Or Toshimoko. Toshimoko might still be a bit more expensive, but I suspect he's going to go for the Uji here. Purple Potato passes after buying the Vanguard Warrior. He flopped 3 Favorable Grounds. Unfortunate. Favorable Grounds is a great card, even though it's highly rated, still probably underrated. You don't see 3 in every deck, but he bought the only card he could. Vanguard Warrior is definitely solid. All this Uji, I think, is way of the Crane right off the bat. I guess that's. I mean, he probably didn't want to do a lot of the duels he had, or maybe didn't have any in hand to use his box to honor. But I don't know if he'll be using his box this round. He can buy artisans if he needs political pumps. I don't see him buying Toshimoko, although I mean he could buy him with 2 fate, given the fate he has off the ring. So Uji, fair and balanced, as they say. Wayfinder comes down for Crab. And takes a look at Pilgrimage in the 4th slot, which I believe is this one here, the one that has closest to the stronghold. Why would he look at that one and not Toshimoko? Shameful Display is in 3. So, well, we know that Pilgrimage and Shameful Display are beside each other. Either they're here and here, or here and here. Get a Uji discount on Artisan with 1 fate. So, one fate for Uji discount so far, and it's going to grow and grow and grow. We'll see if he becomes a net positive investment pretty quickly. which is pretty good for an 8-4 character. Okay, well, good. We get to see what province 4 is to Jigoku. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's 4 counting from the stronghold. So shameful display is beside it at the artisan here. Heads into pilgrimage. It's a tough order. This brash is going to honor himself. Of course, with Yakumo still being active, it's going to be it's kind of a wash for Crab here in a way as well. I mean, it's going to be tough for them to win this ring and break this province, but he's got 3 favorable grounds, and Yakumo's not going to bow, so he can just use 1 favorable ground to basically eat up the Brash Samurai as the defender. And then he's going to have to try to figure out what to do against this 8-4 Uji steaming down on him after he's already used his military defense, so there's really not much use. Politically defending, I'd imagine Crane could probably just buy another artisan and then use 1 artisan to pump another artisan, etc. I don't know if he's in a lot of risk there. Luckily, he does know. Well, Shameful's not the greatest province to attack into. I'm sure he wished those wayfinders had found where the magistrate station was, so he wouldn't have to worry about it. But it's down to, at least he knows 2 provinces that it's not magistrate station. They're just not the most fun. He would have liked to find the non-void, non-magistrate province. I'll have to check and take a look. Let's take a quick look at the deck list while we have a chance here. So that would have been Manicure Garden. Definitely the one. Would have been nice to find out where that was. Most quote-unquote farmable. So as we see, the Crane's on Scorpion Splash and has a lot of the hand destruction stuff. He's got hand knowledge, 2 letters from Daimyo, 3 Spies of Court. He's got the 3 Paragon of Grace. So a lot of stuff to attack the hand. Dual-wise, he's got the Game of Sedane. He's got the Policy Debate. Again, attack the hand. He is on 1 Censure and 2 Gossip. And a Kakita Blade. Interesting. Okay, just to pump up those duels. He does have 2 Cloud the Mines. Okay. So the Yakumo could be seeing 1 soon because the Shigenja's on the field. But back to the action. Uji comes steaming in, hits Meditations in the Tau. Not too bad. You want this Uji off the field as soon as possible, and there's no saves in the Crane's deck, so quicker you can get him gone, the better. And the Void Ring's still up for grabs on the swing back, although it might, it'd be pretty difficult for Crab to win that one as well. Definitely, I think Crane has the upper hand at this point with an honored Uji. He tries to court games Uji to reduce, but that gets censured by the 1 of censure. That's gone now. Kakita Blade comes down to make him a 10 strength, 10-4 or 10-6 in political duels. Policy Debate comes up. Let's see what the Crab's hand. Policy Debate, the caster's best friend. Oh, he's on charge. Ooh, man, I should check that on the deck list. That's a bit spicy. It's a little spicy for Crabicorn. Court games, Defend Your Honor, Fight On, Finger of Jade, 2 Ornate Fans, Reprieve, Mountain, and 2 Watch Commanders. Interesting. Charge is obviously always good, but it's not good here. A single cancel I don't think matters that much to Crane, but he might take it. Fight On's a really good card. He chucks the Reprieve. Okay. Yep, because he has no rebuilds in his deck, so it's really just the 3 Iron Mines and the 3 Reprieves for the saves. So and 3 Vanguard Warriors, and 1 of the Vanguard Warriors is already on the field. So that getting rid of the Reprieve is stronger in this matchup than it would be in sort of a normal Crab with rebuild. Another Policy Debate. Okay. I know there's definitely you want to, be aggressive and maybe you're trying to push this game quicker, although to the closure. But doing multiple Policy Debates without using the Stronghold here, and you've already know the hand. I guess they're starting to lose value, unless there's another card you just really, really want to get rid of. So he gets rid of the Mountain, which is a strong card, although he has 3 other cancels in his deck. Interesting he chooses Mountain over Fight On. I guess next turn Crab will be going second, which makes Mountain the quote-unquote better card if you have no way to bow the person who's mounted. We're going to see the trifecta. We're going to see the 3rd Policy Debate. Okay, Ornate Fan comes down in the political attack. I just noticed Uji went political. Oh, he has the Artisan, so he can't do that. Um, wow, he's so big with that Kikita blade. I mean, I think he would have had a better position even going military, but who's to know? Plus, he has the favor. Um, I guess the artisan can attack military, the additional artisan, and still be at 1, like just a poke attack. We see Uji go up to 9. Now the province is breaking even with the favorable ground. Yeah, so like I said, the crane is on the scorpion splash. He's got calling in favors. He has 2 calling favors, 3 meek informants, which is a lot of meek informants given how good the conflict characters are for crane. He has no crane conflict characters at all. He's got the Belushi collector and 3 meek informants, 2 calling in favors for all 10 of his influence. Uji puts on a duelist training as Crab favorable grounds in to get up to 5, which is post box, which is unfortunate. So he loses the strength there. With the duelist training, something's going to get bowed, and this is going to break. Crab unfortunately has no. Crab has no attachment control until he finds his Karada, either Sutoshi or. So the crane is. Oh no! Ornate Fan comes down on the EHE Wayfinder. There are no assassinates at all in the um, crane deck, which is interesting for a crane deck. Generally, I find they run 1 or 2. Calling in favors takes the fan away to the Bash Samurai that's about to leave. I guess putting on the Artisan kind of nets you nothing. Another Ornate Fan comes down, the second of 3 for Crab. So Crab is fairly standard Crabicorn. They have 1 assassination away the Crab, which I think is really important in open deck list situations. I don't know how much it is in not. They're on the only 2 mountains, so they have 2, but they're on the 3 charge. Only 1 Haruma Skirmisher and 3 Wayfinders. So this is half of the conflict characters have come down so far. Meek Informant comes in. This is a really hard fought to kill this Meditations. I mean, I understand it. Crab wants to stretch the game out, and every break kind of brings it closer to thing. But Meditations is one of the Crab doesn't mind Meditations breaking because it is quote unquote farmable. I mean, none of the Crab row was that impressively scary, but certainly Meditation is the least. He's also on Vassal Fields, Manicure Garden, and Shameful Display. So Vassal, you can engineer it so that you are, especially with Uji, but I think it's less farmable than Meditations. He also has 2 Finger of Jade, which is not always seen in Crab because they have so many other saves and the reprieves, etc. But 3 Defend Your Honor, 3 Maya Mystics. So he does have attachment control outside. And no Miya Satoshi. Okay. Wait a second. I gotta throw this list up then. That was the conflict side was fairly standard, but on the dynasty side, okay. The first break I'll throw up the collab list, so I'm not just talking into the air. It's got a few things on the dynasty side that surprised me a little bit. Okay, so Yakumo and the Ornate Fanned Up Ichigo Finder, who used the last favorable grounds. So all 3 favorable grounds were used by the in the first 2 conflicts. So I guess 3 is a good thing. They head into pilgrimage. To defend this, the artisan will have to be bought, but she can't pump herself without bowing. So I think this pilgrimage. Oh, so the artisan gets in the way. She's probably gonna. Maybe she could do a. She can't really do it. She could do a duel of some sort and use the box to honor herself and make it a little more problematic. And the Crab is down to 6 cards. Okay, Watch Commander comes down. It's unfortunate. He could have pre-played that, I guess. He didn't want to necessarily assume there was going to be something, and then the artisan would have cost an honor. Of course, he costs too much honor, then Yakumo gets turned off. So it's kind of a double-edged. That's why Yakumo is not in a lot of Crab decks. He's a great character, but he's kind of counter to their plan in a lot of ways. Crab wants to put honor pressure on the opponent, not sort of on themselves. So let's see. What is the artisan going to do to actually stop this break? Other than, okay, court games? Yep. So now he is actually stopping the break and the ring. It's pretty valuable. So Crab's going to need, in those 5 cards, going to need some kind of political buff. Crab's not known for their political buffs. He defends. Other C defend the honor between Yakumo and the artisan, which is an interesting. Oh, wait a second. But he voices that. Interesting choice to voice. Maybe I'm missing something your chat could tell me, but since he was involved in a duel that does the same thing as the court games, you don't need to actually you don't need to actually cancel that because in the end he hmm. But he voiced the cancel, so interesting. Okay, I don't see why either one of those cancels made any sense. Pilgrimage is back to. Oh, sorry. He court games. Okay, let me just catch up because obviously something's wrong. Okay, so he honored a character. Oh, okay, so we see another court games come back to honor Yakumo. Okay, so then Crab played some court games. Okay, I thought. Yep. So I still don't quite understand the cancels, but it'll come to me eventually. Hi, Alpha Squid. Yeah, Alpha Squid, you're a Crane player. What do you think of this matchup? Um, I think a lot of people would say it's maybe Crab favored or at least slightly Crab tilted. I don't know. Crane seems super strong after the box, like after their pack and stuff like that. I definitely thought KK was way stronger than the old Strongholds coming out of the gate. Just they have so many honor characters all the time. That's the worst matchup for Crane? Is that just because Crab's really strong, or is it just this particular matchup is there's just something really terrible about it for Crane? Okay, so yeah, so this is I promised a deck check here. Okay, so while they're deciding what to buy, so the Crab, like I said, the conflict side's got the charge. That's not standard, so I wouldn't say it's stock or anything Crab at all. But you know, a lot of it doesn't surprise me if you go with the charge route. But on the you got Yukisuki Procure on the Dynasty side, you have no Miya Satoshi, and actually you have no keepers at all. So it's interesting choice for Keeper of Water. I mean, obviously you want Fight On, but keepers are pretty strong in Club, especially when you got Wedge Hunters, etc. And he's got 3 Kuni Yori, who has made a splash when he was first sort of spoiled in the first couple of weeks he was out, but you don't see him very much. Um, and then 3 Maya Mystics. Those are all sort of non-standard. And then the holding count, there's no Heated Guardians or anything, and there is a Suichi, so but the holding count's a little lower than usual. There's no Palace, there's no Kuni Labs, etc. All right, back to the action. Let's see. We see Kasada 4. Yeah, never that terrible. Um, Takamori, who is a very strong Crane character. I think people were excited for him, but I think he's even stronger than people were thinking. Um, he's going to, I would guess, Takamori is going to come out. Yeah, Yakumo. So that he prevents Yakumo at all 3 favorable grounds, and there's no rebuilds in the deck. So that's pretty unfortunate, actually, that all 3 favorable grounds are now gone. So this, as far as I figure, there's no favor mounts or anything. Like this, Yakumo is just out of the fight. He's got a watch commander. He's honored. He's like a 6/4, and he can't participate at all because of the Takamori buy. And Takamori can just either duel and honor himself to become a 3/3, or sit around and get favor every turn, etc. But this Uji is down to, thanks to that one, thanks to the Void Ring, is down to no fate. So he'll be going away at the end of this turn, and he's got a buttload of investment into him. Plus, he's very valuable, right? So I would imagine Crane wants to pick up the 2 fate, yeah. So then he can use the Uji to buy a 3-cost character with some fate before he disappears at the discount. But with Uji disappearing with all that investment, I think Crane's got to definitely push and get some real advantage this turn. Casada got a Spyglass on him, so that whole thing's starting. Up he goes. Bids, I believe, were 5/5. So, oh no, bids were PurplePotato 5 and Hammertron revealed a bid of 3. So hand size is equalized, but honor drops down to 8. I guess it wasn't a big deal to take honor from Crab because the Yakumo was going to be handled by the Takamori. I think Crab's got 2 Shigenjas, and they don't have a lot of Shigenjas in their deck. They have their 2 Shigenjas leaving at the end of the turn. So if he can find a Cloud, I think definitely Takamori might be a strong candidate for that. Crane's on the 2 calling in favors. One's already been used, so he doesn't have a lot of attachment control on the Crane side, which is going to exacerbate things with Crab as it goes on, as the reprieves start becoming super important. He has no like Jay Tetsubo, which is sort of the new boogeyman of attachments for Crab, but still, Lots of other valuable one-cost attachments you wouldn't mind getting rid of. Oh, wow, what am I mousing over here? Okay, so we see artisan bow to give the other artisan. Okay, so the artisan at home bows to give +3 to the Ascenian artisan, making it a 5 strength Ascenian, political Ascenian artisan. Not bad, not bad for one fate. Takamori got dishonored by shameful display. Oh, we see the last mountain in the deck on Casada. That is really solid as second player. He can participate in 3 conflicts now as a 7/3 with a spyglass. Draw 2 cards. Not too shabby. Let's see, what is Crane? I mean, Crane could buy a Doji Challenger into this now if he wanted through Uji and drag in the only character that can participate in other conflicts, the Wayfinder. That might be a good play. Like if you're gonna think you can lose anyway, yeah, there we go. In comes the Wayfinder. That means Crab is 0 fate. Not gonna be able. The mountain. Oh, sorry, the mountain on Casada. Yeah, that does kind of throw a wrench in this plan, but it means he won't attack next turn almost assuredly unless he wants to grab 2 fate off the air ring and then fight on again, which could be voiced. But I would imagine the mountain would be voiced. So we might see that from Casada, but. Way the Crane comes down on the Challenger. Oh, okay, so he's so now he might not pull in the Wayfinder at all. He might be just going for the win here, the fire. Nope, he does pull in the Wayfinder to make it a loss. Interesting. So the Way of the Crane there on the Challenger. I guess it turns voice on, so I guess that's why he did it. Otherwise, I'm not sure the Way of the Crane was needed right there, given that dojos and stuff might be popping up anytime soon. Oh, hi, Eric. So what was our Uji value here? I think Takamori came down in Dynasty, actually. No, first to pass, of course. So Uji value was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fate. Not too shabby, plus whatever you consider for being able to insta pass first. So I think he paid for himself. Basically just the fate cost of keeping him around. That's true. We're on 2 Cloud of the Mind, none of which have come down yet. And 2 Shigenja are about to leave play. So I would imagine if Crab can find a Cloud of the Mind, I'd want to get it on Takamori. Maybe the Challenger, he can be annoying too. I mean, there's 2 possible ones. I mean, obviously, you might want to save it for another Uji or a Yoshi, but I don't know. Those characters may never come up, and you might get your second Cloud. So I think the Shigenjas might be the real issue for Crab. They're finding their Cloud of the Minds later. He does have 3 Kuniyori, 3 My Mystics. Oh, I guess he's got quite a few, and then Wayfinder. So you got 9 coming still, and 1 Wayfinder. Okay, he'll find something for his 2 Clouds. Okay, we see it. Casada is going to head in for the attack after mountaining, so I have to assume this telegraphs the fight on. Otherwise, that mountain is, I mean, suboptimal. It's not bad, but certainly suboptimal. You probably could just pass your conflict unless you don't have the fight on. But if you have the fight on, you're kind of risking the voice here. I'm not entirely sure why he feels the need to attack now, as opposed to just waiting 1 conflict and then attacking. I guess he wants the fate from the air ring. Not giving your opponent 2 fate from the air ring is pretty decent, actually. It's like a 4 fate swing. I can see it. Okay, might be worth it. Even if you have to risk the voice cancel on your fight on. Yeah, certainly Crab, I think, with Uji going away, is looking pretty good here. Ooh, not blocking shameful display. I mean, obviously dishonor. Casada's not doing anything, but having that honor token on Casada perpetually, that means that's 2 honor characters at this point for the next 3 rounds at least. That's really going to hurt the voice potential. I mean, KK can definitely honor characters a lot, throw it around. So getting to 3 honor characters with them is not a big deal, but it's something to consider. I mean, of course, you give up your own break by doing this. Let's see if he has a cancel for the fight on, or if there is even a fight on, or maybe he was just trading shamefuls, which is a possibility. It is only the second break. The third break is, where Crab starts to notice, I guess. Yep, there's the fight on. Oh, no cancel. Okay, but we have the duelist training on Uji, and Uji is much bigger. Plays Gossip to cancel. Yep, makes sense. Got to cancel Casada. Good on him for not forgetting Casada. I think a good percentage of the player base would have forgot Casada there, which is Crab's 2 strength. It's just everyone forgetting Casada. Shameful is breaking too. I mean, he doesn't even have to duel. So, oh, Finger of Jade comes down after the Gossip. Okay. What other pumps does he have? 6 pumps. He does have a fine katana still. He has 2 bonsais. I think those and conflict characters. I think those are his possible military pumps. Watch Commander. It's a couple different options, but he does need to get 2 more strength here without the box, without um, Hammertron having any answers of his own. Why not Gossip for fight on? That's a good point. It's a really good point. I mean, the only thing I can think of is he has a plan so that that fight on isn't going to save the province, in which case you want Crab to play it. I mean, if you feel confident enough in your hand. Plus, you had to cancel Casada. Feel that's true. That you wouldn't have to cancel Casada if you Gossip fight on. Yeah, I guess if you just feel that you're going to win this in most circumstances, getting the fight on out of Crab's hand is pretty good. Other than have it sit there for next turn when you don't have a Gossip. I'm not sure. Oh, well, it seems it worked out. But we have Casada can come back political now against, I mean, there's very few, I mean, there's only Meek Informants and Blue Ishi Collectors for conflict characters. I guess you could buy a Paragon of Grace with 1, which isn't a, well, I was going to say it's not a terrible plan, but given this is Void Ring, it's not the best plan. Uh, I mean, he could, and actually, given what's in his hand, he might actually be able to defend this ring if he buys the Paragon. So Hammertron gets his 1. I mean, I think you do, right? Actually, no, it's not breaking either. So no, he chooses to do it. Okay, so if he can honor this Paragon of Grace and get a random discard, which is pretty strong too, and defend this province. So we'll see how it goes. No, he doesn't take the random. He takes the whatever Crane wants, whatever Crab wants. I mean, he knows Crab's hand, so, or a lot of it. Defend your honor goes. Okay. Poof, with a Cassad on the board, defend your honor is a pretty good card to have in your hand. So you don't mind Crab chucking that one away. Let's see, can he come up with any, I mean, he's still got his box available, so if he can come up with any duel here, or any political pump at all, well, or just straight up Way of the Crane, that worked too. Okay, so we see a Spies of Court coming down, Fight On, and Haruma Skirmisher. So that's 2 Fight Ons down and 2 Mountains. So it's got 1 Fight On left of these sort of stands for Crab. And Skirmisher, I mean, Covert is pretty nice. So I think that was a really good Spies of Court. I know Spies of Court's not the strongest card, but this Crane deck's generally going for the sort of hand destruction. They have the 3 Spies of Court, 3 Policy Debate. They have the Paragon of Grace, and they have the 2 that is from the Daimyo. So it's kind of working so far. Even with that Spyglass, Crab only has 2 cards in hand. But, Water Ring probably was going to have to rely on now for multiple conflicts and the Witch Hunters if they pop up. Okay, so heading to the next round. Boards are, I think, in favor, well, this round, probably equalish, but definitely in favor of Crab going forward. He's got a 3 Fade on his Casada, and the Yakumo's going to stick around. Let's see. So Shigeru, yeah, another sort of attack the hand thing. There is a Way of the Crab in the deck of Purple Potato. So Kayula was awfully tempted. We see the Mystic come out. Okay, so what's Takamori going to take care of? Oh, nothing. Bad flop in terms of that. All 3 cost characters, so he can block. He can take the Maya Mystic out of the conflict. So only got yeah, prevents my Mystic from participating. And I'm sure he was really hoping for a 4-coster there because Crab is still underneath Honor, so Yakimo is still turned on. So Yakimo, um, depending on the order of the conflict, could participate 3 conflicts here. I'm sure Crane won't attack military first, but we'll see. And he's got the Watch Commander on him, although Hammertron does have 15 honors, so you know he's fine. That's a lot of lot of cards played into that Watch Commander. And Crab's down to 8 honor. So I wonder about what does chat think about that 3 bid there? I mean, I can see eventually you may want honor pressure, but we're 2 breaks already. I don't see this game going to honor in either case. And you know, you kind of need cards. I don't know. 5 bid would have been pretty good there. I mean, you are staring down a Watch Commander, but we'll see. You could have kept your hand advantage. Okay, we see a giant Casada. Well, giant. He's always giant. He's no more giant than usual, but we see a Soul, not naturally Soul Casada, no roids for him, heading into Manicure Garden. So he did duck the, I think the Wayfinders did not see the Magistrate Station. So that was a 50-50 on Magistrate Station. And he just kind of went with the old left to right luck to send in, hit the Manicured last turn. So he used the Wayfinders to find Pilgrimage and Shameful. Okay, so Manicured's breaking. Favorable Ground is used for cancel. Okay, wait. The second Watch Commander comes down. I don't think that's a big deal. Okay, we see a non-random discard. We'll see what Crab deems to be his worst card when he throws it away. Oh, HUA Finder. Okay, so he discards this last. So that, I think, is all of his conflict characters. I believe there's no more conflict characters for Crab. But this is the 3rd break, and the province for Stronghold province will be in trench position. Okay, that's good. It's good you see it less and less these days. Certainly strong in, well, I guess all military clans, but for Crane it's generally pretty strong. Of course, you have an 8 strength by himself, Casada, and a 6 strength Yakimo. But we only have a political attack left, so I don't know if that's the danger this round. But certainly Crab being on your box and you being a break behind the strongest. So we'll see what Crab can do about the crackback here. I'm guessing politically, maybe with the, or maybe militarily with the challenger, but that doesn't make any sense because if you draw an Yakimo, it doesn't do anything. So politically, I would guess with the challenger and pull in Yakimo. I don't know if he's going to attack with both characters or one. There are no more conflict characters for Crab, so, and the Mystic can't do anything. So if you do manage to pull in Yakimo, and all the favorable grounds are gone. So if you pull in Yakimo, I think you're safe. I mean, it's awfully it's awfully, you know, you gotta have some ice in your veins to, I think, attack and leave nobody to defend on your stronghold. But I think, given what I've seen in the decks, there's actually no attack coming back. Okay, so this, but he doesn't. He leaves the challenge behind. He takes the 5 strength Shigeru, thanks to the letters from the Daimyo and the Takamori. I would assume he's going to duel to honor Takamori. Although, interesting. Maybe chat can enlighten me. Why do you think he's taking Takamori? I mean, the 1 honor he's going to lose when he goes away is not the biggest deal. There. Okay, Cloud the Mind goes on Shigeru. Okay, so I guess he sort of did his job in a way. He he cost a card for somebody to play a card. Because I assume he wants to keep playing cards. So with favor, Yakimo is 5, representing 5 political by himself. So he does block with Yakimo, so I guess he didn't really need the challenger. Yeah, that's a good point, Eric. The 2 spyglasses are buried in the bottom 13 cards here. There's a Court Games. I'm guessing he's going to honor Shigeru. I mean, he's at 15 honor. Unless he's planning on honoring out. I don't know why he really cares about Takamori being honored. As a Defend Your Honor. So I think that's the second one we've seen. One was discarded. Nope, that's the 3rd. That's his last Defend Your Honor. To cancel the effects of oh, he was? Oh, okay, dual Takamori. Okay, the only one he could duel was Takamori. that's another reason, I guess, not to bring Takamori. So he does honor Takamori. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's what I know, Eric. That happened before too. I don't quite understand why dueling to cancel an honor effect. It happened with an Asahina Artisan earlier. I think I just chalk it up to people not being used to the new box, I suppose. Where yeah, that doesn't. You're kind of just using a card, just like throwing a card in the bin, basically. Meek Informant. Oh, good. Second best friend of the caster. We got a bonsai, a charge, a reprieve, and a talisman of the sun. Oh, okay. I'm guessing we're going to see that talisman come down on Casada, although the other province is vassal fields, so it's not going to make a difference in who wins this conflict. But you might as well, right? You might as well, if it doesn't matter which of these two he breaks, you might as well pull him over to vassal field and suck off a fate. I would guess. Doesn't hurt to have the talisman on Casada. Defender's still winning. Bonsai charge. Okay, so certainly not much to help him win any kind of political conflict on the box here. So he's going to be going up against entrenched position here. Nope, talisman not used. Interesting. I mean, I guess the challenger is going to attack, so you can use it then if you want, or maybe just save the fate and the talisman. But Casada's sticking around the rest of the game, so there's no noble sack in or anything like that in, and you have a reprieve in hand. So interesting. I'm not sure why not use the talisman there. Okay, we get a fine katana on the challenger. She's got it in her mind to be breaking something, to be laying the hurt. We know there's no the last fight on. It's not in hand. There's a charge. I mean, you could charge the Borderlands defender, but that's not getting you anything at all to do that. So, oh, you could charge in bonsai. So if he really wants to try to prevent this break, he could charge in bonsai. The Borderlands defender. Voice of Honor is turned off. The one censure has been used for Crane. So, oh, we saw Letters of the Daimyo used. Sorry, I missed that. That excitement. It's always exciting to see these new cards used. I know it's not the most popular, but I think at least fits this deck what he's trying to go for. So, discarded from the Letters of the Daimyo. Oh no, Maya Mystic was used against Letters of the Daimyo. Okay. There's the charge. Darn, we didn't get to see it. We just got to see a Maya Mystic used to blow it up. I guess that could have been bait because he wanted to protect his sword. Okay, we got the bonsai is used and a second sword's used, so we got a big Dochi challenger. So you have a reprieve. Oh no, he lets the Earth Ring go. So the talisman ends up in the bin. Interesting. I don't know. What does chat think about that? I mean, it just seems natural that talisman should have went on Casada, and make use of it this turn. You'll most likely use it, and it's really valuable if he does get to your box, which he hasn't. I mean, Crab has still a very strong board, and that third break did not come that turn, so maybe Crane will just never make it to the box, but hand size 1 to 3. Definitely low hand sizes, especially when you had a Spyglass out for 2 turns now. Oh, you want me to scroll the game log down? Sorry about that. Oh yeah, apologies. I just scrolled it up and forgot to take it back down. Okay. Here's some. Look at the Master of Keepsakes. Can't be dishonored. And a Shigenjo. Running 2 clouds, so I think she's mostly there for Shigenjo trait. Yoshi, unfortunately, no favor. So this is only 8 fate too. I'm not sure you want to buy Yoshi. So we see a Witch Hunter. Definitely welcome an Iron Mind, but also 2 dupes for the Akimo. So the Iron Mind's going to let the. But we're all out of conflict characters for Crab. Actually, he's only running 4 conflict characters, so he's going to feel that burn now. So I think he bought the Steadfast Witch Hunter with no fate, just to. We see a Whisperer come down and the Master of Keepsakes. Crane side. Hey, I think he bought the Steadfast Witch Hunter because his plan is maybe to sacrifice the Witch Hunter to itself. Because no keepers in the dynasty side and no conflict characters, then if you want to stand somebody, that's what you're gonna have to do. Okay, let's see what the bids are here. So Takamori's gone to stop this Yakumo. So we have a giant military force coming down here. We got, although the charge and the bonsai were both used in defense last turn. Charge wouldn't help this turn. Bonsai certainly would have. So we have 6, 14. Bids are 5 to 5. Cloud the Mind comes down on Hida Kasada, making use of that Shigenja trait. Yeah, so Kasada took political. I guess it'll help him break if he doesn't on the military break, because it's 6 strength politically needs, and he has a Witch Hunter to stand something up. Nothing's 6 strength on its own, but it could get there. Okay, so we see the Cloud of Mind come, and then we go right into the conflict action. It's expensive on Bao, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, he's got 8 fate left over. Yeah, it's interesting. No keepers and no... I mean, that's the kind of stuff's going to happen if you only have 4 conflict characters and no keepers, right? You need to find cheap characters, like envoys, or no. Okay, so yeah, the quote-unquote, military powerhouses of Shigeru and Whisperer, who are not going to help in defense, they head in for an attack. That makes sense. He's either going to get a break or he's going to pull in a pretty good military strength character to try to defend this. I mean, I assume Crab just let it go. I mean, I don't see a lot of equity in blocking this unless you... Okay, I stand corrected. I guess the longer the game goes, Crab has the advantage regardless. It's not that big of a deal. I guess you could poke politically with the Witch Hunter and then stand Kasada. Not entirely sure. Okay, so Spyglass draws a card. Hand sizes are now equal. Chigu's clouded, so she's just really just a 3 strength. So we have 6 to 5. Even with the box and favor, he's going to have to play a card to not lose his fire conflict. I guess Master Keepsakes. Favorable ground is advantageous for... Well, it is and it isn't for the Crane player. I mean, pulling back one of these characters is useful if there's a political attack coming, but not particularly. Okay, we see a court games, go back the other way, dishonor the Whisper. I mean, 13 honor, which equalizes it. So if he wants to use box, he can win. Oh, there's a game of Sedane. 3 to 4. We're just going to honor Shigeru regardless. Okay. But the loser of that duel dishonors. So, interesting and not entirely... Yeah. Okay. Sure. Maybe he was trying to get him to spend some honor or something. And they both revealed bids of 3, though. Okay. And then the Watch Commander saps an honor. So that was one fate to kind of stay neutral. But I guess different things could have happened. Box is used. So with a Watch Commander there, I mean, 12 honor, he could do more, but maybe he just wants to abandon this and say, yeah, I got Kasada to defend. That's good, and move on. But oh no, we see another game of Sedane initiated. But isn't Kasada bigger? I'm just not following. Bids 5. Okay. Okay, now, so he does honor. It costs a total of 4 honor to do that. But now he's winning the conflict for fire. Manicure Garden takes Crab up to 9. Oh, story defeat. Okay. Okay. So there was a sort of a secret side to this that was there. He wanted to get the story defeat through to Bao. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense to me now. Cost of another honor. So he's gone from 13 honor, I believe, to 7 in this one conflict. Costly. I mean, he's still got 7 left. He's not anywhere near the danger zone. Watch Commander is kind of a slow burn on getting rid of. But still, there's another Watch Commander coming at its stronghold now. So something to watch. Yakumo is turned off, though. Actually, that's an important point. So Yakumo will bow after this military attack. Actually, that's really important because if Yakumo didn't bow, he could attack militarily, then use Witch Hunter to stand Kasada, and then attack politically for 4 and 4/8, enough to break. Yep, yep, that's true. Maybe he just really needed to get underneath on her. It's a heads-up play in that sense of getting, because he doesn't want to have to defend 2 breaking conflicts. Although now without Kasada, the military one isn't really breaking. But certainly if he can threaten his own attack, that's good too. Because now Crab might have to do the stand play on Kasada to defend his stronghold. Oh, Crab decides to pass his conflict. It's only entrenched position. Interesting. I guess you just don't see any value in trying to take any of these rings. Because we have a military conflict coming back. It's pretty strong, actually. Maybe he's right. He's 9, 14 military. It's pretty impressive. Crane has definitely got the military juice in the last couple packs and deck iterations of the quote unquote top deck. Along the River of Gold, which is not particularly really unhelpful versus these characters. Yeah, Challenger heads in. He's going to try to. Okay, blocks are the only 2 characters, so Challenger is not going to be challenging anybody. He just does it de facto. I mean, the Fable Ground here is what's kind of killer. I mean, the old classic Challenger Fable Ground really screw up your day, screw up your math for the round. Sort of play here, I think, is see this was coming. I don't know why he would push this conflict. Okay, policy delegates, makes sense. Pretty easy win here. It's another honor, but let's see. So this is the military attack. So I think he should be more concerned with political buffs. Although, well, Kasada's going to stand from the Witch Hunter. Kasada's 7 politically. I don't know. Breaking this turn is going to be super hard for Crane. And that Kasada's not going anywhere, and Yakumo's not going anywhere. But, yeah, we'll see what he can do. Comments good cards. They are. Well, charges. Are the charges that great right now? I think you get rid of the talisman. Honestly, that's the second talisman, the last one. If you don't get rid of the talisman, you're never breaking. Yeah. Crowd passes. He's winning. I mean, you're down to 4 honor now. Oh, because I just noticed he bid 1 to 3 into that policy debate to make sure he won. Oh, Fable Ground's in. Okay. I suppose you know Crab's hand, so you know Crab can't break you, break your stronghold politically. So that's fine, I guess, as long as you're okay with giving up the Void Ring, probably. It's an Honored Shigeru gone, or an Earth Ring, probably an Earth Ring actually. Okay, we see the bonsai being used to equalize the conflict. He has the charges. I mean, I don't think he has anything to actually win this conflict. The 1 bonsai charges. He's got another Watch Commander. He put a Watch Commander on to the Witch Hunter to. Oh, story defeat. Bows the second story defeat. Yeah, because he lost the policy debate. And dishonor the Watch Commander. So now he's down to 3 honor. So Crane is going to go up. No, he's going to be neutral on honor. So 3 honor. That with 2 Watch Commanders on the board. It's looking kind of dicey there. So that the tens place in the 13 honor that was there. Whoa, another honor for the Fine Katana. Oh, Crane's just going for it. They have 1 card left, and they need to get. But he hasn't even activated the along the city of. Oh, there's no point in doing that. That doesn't help at all. So he knows Crab's hand. So I guess that 1 card could do it for him. Because there's no charge targets. There's another Watch Commander. Oh, he can't play it. Oh, the story defeat, bowing the person that could have the Watch Commander. Although, why don't you just play the Watch Commander right now on the Steadfast Witch Hunter? Then he can't play a card. He loses. Oh, and there's the gun buy for the duel. What does Crab bid into this? I mean, this loses you the game, but it's military duel. Okay, so Crab gets the gun buy on a bid of. Okay, he gives Hammertron 2 honor. Okay, but that saves the stronghold because Crane has no cards now. And now we have a 2 Fate Yakimo with a gun buy. But I think that Yakimo is now 3, 4, 6. Wait, what is he? So if you stand the Yakimo with the Witch Hunter and attack, don't you break the stronghold? I mean, it was Earth Ring, so he's got 1 card left, 1 Fate. But maybe my math's wrong here. 3 and 3 is 6, and this stronghold is 6, right? 5 for the entrenched position to 1. So doesn't he lose? And he's going to take an unopposed heir. Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's true. A high bid might have turned Yakimo back on. That's true. Okay. So political skill, yeah, 7 with the favor. He's got Belushi Collector for conflict characters, which you can't afford, and Meek Informants, which isn't enough, and 1 card. So I think that might be it. It was a crazy last conflict. I mean, Yakimo was making things all weird with his ability, and then how much the honor was dropping. And I guess looking forward, I guess Crane knew that Crab was just going to stick around. So we see the good game. Good game from both players. Thank you. Very entertaining match. A lot of action going back and forth. Thanks to all the viewers and people making comments. Yeah, that's another Discord World Cup game in the books. They are fantastic. Watch as many as you can. Thanks to Mind's Desire and the other people who put together all the infrastructure to have it and are handling everything. And look for more in the weeks to come. Okay, thanks everybody.